Hey guys, this is Zlewikk and welcome back to our EU4 Achievements Hunter Run. So serious when trying to get all of EU4 achievements before Imperator Rome 2 is released. Well, you remember I had some very tough campaigns lately, like saving Roman Empire speedrun, so I decided to go with something chill today but still challenging, where I have to start a skill war and I have to convert all of these provinces to Sunni. So that's gonna be heavily focused on trade, it's gonna be heavily focused on colonization, and a bit also on expansion, so you better fasten your seatbelts because Kilwa is a perfect chill nation to try for you. Alright, first things first, let's take care of our rivals, which is gonna be just everything possible. We don't have to specify nothing on top of that. From decisions, I'm gonna add the title of you know who, as well as enforce religious unity. That actually gives us fairly nice negative piety. Remember, negative piety is missionary strength, more of armies, idea cost. That missionary strength is definitely gonna be of use for our goal of this campaign, and that's why I'll go to Ulema right away. And on top of admin mana, I'm also gonna take monthly piety, but decreasing. Also higher loyalty of Ulema, religious diplomats, and grant local residents to a scholar. So you can always choose one scholar that's gonna help us, and that's gonna be the AE impact one. The mill points, a bit of manpower, supremacy over the crown, as well as a general. Then we'll need diplo points, prestige, 1% loans, as well as higher tax. While from the Demi, well, we want to convert other nations, so I will not be using Demi much. Maybe just a bit of loyalty, so I can take tech costs from them. So Tolerance of Heathens, which is also some influence. Demi Liberties, which is loyalty and influence. And that's it. I'm not gonna take maybe just religious unity on top of that. Seasland, sound diet. Easy peasy scaling our army for some morale and land maintenance. And about that, let me just take a general and right away start recruiting a free company, so be up to 12,000 troops. Our mission tree is pretty simple. In 10 years I'm gonna annex Sofala to go after the gold mines. This requires me to have 25 light ships. You see, we have only 11, so I'm gonna right away start building them. And for that I will take some loans, but you see it's fine, we have so much gold. But that's gonna be definitely our goal, to build up these light ships up to 25, as well as 4 transport ships. Another mission that is prepare for invasion, so you can go after Madagascar. Since we have a gold mine, I can already go there, take a garage development and the diplo point just to increase that income even higher. Invite scholar, that's the one that we chose. On top of merchants, I'm gonna take Axis expansion impact, convert Zanzibar to increase our religious unity, and set up advisors. Money is fine, so I'm gonna take a morale guy, moral of navies one, as well as prestige. We might be losing a bit of money, especially because of interest, but it's totally fine. I'm actually gonna go for merchant guilds and take some interest per annum from these boys, and make sure to send our ships to protect trade in Zanzibar. Then turn off our armies and we'll be waiting to get the claims on the nations up north. In the meantime, improve relations with Sofala. See, already more of armies is here, so I'm gonna have 3.2 at the very start of the game. New heir? I did not save scam for this guy's trust. Outer diet I'm gonna take is gonna be for amirs. That is 50 admin mana once we get 30 prestige. And Dice of Need, how about you give me even more of admin mana? Actually guys, I'm thinking about taking the Amirite for diet call, but I'll be doing more subjects, so I prefer to leave slots for... Okay, I'll cancel the Amir's officer rights, and instead I'm gonna take the Amir's right for the diet call. Click this, and that's automatically completed the agenda, so it's 50 admin mana for free, which I will go and spend on getting stability up to 1, so our prosperity start increasing. Prosperity is pretty important when we have gold mines. To increase our PP, I'm gonna embargo Ajuran, Mombasa and Mutapa, but also score for insult Mombasa, so I'm gonna get the PP up to 20, and it's gonna be even more once I declare on them. They are allied to Ajuran, so that's not gonna be easy, like actually both Malindi and Mombasa are allied to them. But it's actually pretty nice because I'll be able to declare on both at the same time. With the transport ships done, there it is. claims on Madagascar, and transport ships I'm gonna keep them because I need to land there. What I will be for sure doing is reducing the amount of trade ships that I'm having, but first I need to click the mission. Paying 3 ducats for being over the naval force is definitely too much, but it's worth it to get the claims on all around here. Let me just make sure to remove some of these trade ships. I don't think 12,000 is gonna be enough if I'm about to fight Ajuran. That's why let me recruit additional 2,000 troops, and also I will make sure that the Sofala is supportive and they're gonna join my forces. About that, let's also make sure to divert trade from that. That should be the first thing you do, guys. So now instead of 1.26 from trade, I think it might need 2 months. It's 1.64. So declare war on Mombasa. Ajuran will join it, and I'm gonna not call them as co-belligerent. Let's leave them for later. Conquest of Tanga, and we have to hope for an immediate stack wipe just to make this war easier. And since my morale is crazy nice, thanks to mysticism and the mission, etc., it is a wipe. So I'm leaving mercs in Mombasa. I'm gonna recover and yeah, start sinking down thanks to Sofala, and the rest is going after Ajuran. If you don't want to miss any future videos from this and other series, remember to subscribe to the channel to get notified about them. Especially that I know that around half of you are not subscribing yet. Why at war with Ajuran, I can just attack Malindi. So Ajuran will not be called in. Of course I got black flagged. But that's actually baiting them to go into Mombasa, where I should be able to catch them. Let's also start propagating religion. This way I can start with pissing out Malindi, which is a bit of AE. We have AE impact, remember. From Ajuran I'm gonna separate piece them. And actually I could humiliate them and take the permaclaim. That way you get PP, so more mana generation, but also a modifier here. Fully annexed Mombasa. Again, that's a bit of AE. So it becomes much better border-wise. Can I... Yes, concentrate development. So some development is being moved to Kilwa. That's another production income. Since there's still some time, I think I can annex Sofala. I'm gonna go ahead and quickly invade Sakalawa and call Antemora as a co-belligerent so I can take all of these provinces at once. But yeah, that conquest gives me a mission, conquer the coastline, which gives me army tradition and claims on Ajuran as well as Mogadishu. So yeah, I will have to wait now for our truce to end, but while this will be going on, I'm gonna go after Madagascar and Mudapa. That should be a fairly easy war. It's 8,000, 15,000 troops under attack kind, and you remember I have other modifiers as well, so that's 4.56 morale. Let's change advisor to inflation reduction. I was aiming for this guy for a while, which obviously is gonna mitigate amount of inflation I'm getting from a gold mine. A ruler just died, which is too bad because I've lost stability. But that regency is better than the ruler, and then I'm gonna get the God tier new ruler. Let me just switch our focus to admin already. Taking all of these provinces quickly. One of them is stolen by Mahafali, but I'm gonna get after Mahafali in 1 second. So it's pretty much perfectly calculated because in a few months I can start annexation of Sofala. In Madagascar I plan to have a subject because these are not like super rich terrains that I need to own by myself. I'm gonna focus on gold mines next. Let me first select a naval doctrine, which is gonna be ship trade power, and release a subject here that is Sakalawa. And from here I'm gonna also release Antemoro. Just make sure to take strong duchies from Amirs to keep everyone loyal, and I'm also gonna take the other bonus here, so I'm not gonna get any diplomatic reputation penalty from annexing Sofala, and it's gonna take a very short amount of time since it's just 136 costs, and 2 years will be done. So while this is being annexed, I'm gonna deal with my rebels and go after the rest of Madagascar. Provinces court in Gulf of Aden. I can send a trader there. Again, perfect timing while I'm fully annexing these guys. Integration with Sofala is also finishing. See, nobody cares AE wise. I'm gonna just split these provinces between the guys. by keeping trade center for ourselves. The mission that gives me is missionary strength and goods progress modifier for the whole Madagascar. As it's for every province owned by Kilwa or its subject. So that's also good. Annexation of Sofala gives me ownership of another gold mine, which I will also immediately go and dev twice, while can I accept that culture? Not really. At least it's only impacting manpower, which we don't care about because we'll be using mainly mercs. And above them, let me remove that free company. We need to find something better. Annex Sofala's claims on Mutapa, which I'm immediately gonna attack. They are still at Tech 2. I end loans. What loans you're talking about? In the meantime, my first guarantee form is gonna be enforced trader privileges, as we are Eastern plutocracy, and I will be going after the trade in India for our mission tree. Shiraz Islam and the Patricians of Kilwa. So either get legitimacy and mysticism, and all of these guys hate me. All of these guys love me, but I get increased unrest for 10 years. I lose legitimacy and gain legalism. How's my mysticism? Oh yeah, my ruler is gonna change, so I'm surely gonna... What's happening here? I'm surely gonna go for mysticism. Screw the other countries, I can do it myself. Since I'm making 12 balance a month, I'm gonna make my admin advisor already level 2, but I'm in general waiting for cheaper discounted advisors to make them a much higher level. And here's where this mission is coming, for cheaper trade efficiency advisor. Just requires me to have 15% trade power in Gulf of Aden. Does it count my ships already? No, and I'm sending my ships there right now. There it is, easy peasy. Let's get this guy right away. That's this one. Let's get him level 3 already. How about I vassalize Tumbuka for that war? I'm gonna make them loyal later. And fully annex Mutapa. These provinces are going directly for us. I'm thinking about concentrating, but yeah, it's rather... I can concentrate here. It's not... These are not gold mines. That gives me the gold of Zimbabwe, which is a conquistador, so I can explore these lands. And controlled gold mining merchant guilds privilege, which is decreasing goods process modifier for the gold mines, but it's also decreasing significantly the inflation impact of this and gold depletion chance. But honestly, I just prefer to have more gold income. This will not be a problem because I have a massive trade income as well. As I've passed over 150 developments, that unlocked me new merc stacks. For now, let's just take a free company. Thanks to the guarantee form and access trade range to Gujarat, I sent a merchant here, which is more income, but more importantly, this mission, reach the Indian market, which gives me trade efficiency and explorer. And now I just have to start the exploring stuff. Same for the conquistador. Let's actually get a conquistador to this free company and go after South Africa. Same for this guys. Please explore the Western Indian Ocean. Here goes the new ruler. Oh, he's 356. And I've got 5-3 to air. And I've got the coup of the Suleiman of Muhammad al-Azlum. So I could get 344, 333, or just keep what I have and have pretender rebels. So that guy is much worse than what I have now. We have to just fight the rebels in our capital. Tech 5 on admin is pretty useful. And since the main goal is to get the achievement here, and I don't need exploration ideas because I'm gonna get colonist, explorer, etc. thanks to our mission tree, I'm actually thinking about starting with religious, just for a faster conversion of these lands there. Alternative is something military since we have so many milli points. That could be also a nice income from plutocratic or trade, but I will start with religious. Yes, and I'm gonna use meal and diplo points to develop institution in Kilwa, when deving already a bit, which of course is most probably gonna deplete, etc. But I'm gonna get this and institution at the same time thanks to deving in Kilwa. So let me just go ahead and start doing so. For anyone that don't know that you can give multiple occupation of multiple provinces at once, you just have to click on a province and hold shift and select other provinces, then give away the province, in this case to Tumbuka. Now that I'm stating these provinces, let's focus on fully coring the gold mines first, which I'm also gonna prioritize to convert religion on with enforced unity state edict. A shared interest, so either diplo skill for our ruler or diplo points, both are working fine for us. I can keep deving. Sakalawa is that close to be loyal enough so I can divert trade from them. So what I did, I carried some favors which I can exchange for trust. And trust, as you might know, is increasing loyalty as well, so I still need a tiny bit more of that. And paying off their debt will be just enough. Let's just do this. I could go after Kazembe here, because they are to Maravi. Maybe my subjects, which allowed me to expand into Central Africa, but I don't want to expand in Central Africa. Next goal is to start going after the new world for us, which is just far east. But yeah, here's the last death click. 40 death in Kilwa now, making 12 ducats and 40 ducats in total. Institution cost me 286. I'm about to get it in a couple of months. There it goes. Now 1464 we already have, for instance. That's pretty good. We could try selling it to someone. And Ethiopia should be a nice... No, it's actually trash compared to my income. Let's not waste it to give them an advantage. Oh, we are already great power, number 8. Worst part, we are so strong, we can't even have rivals, which means I don't have enough PP to get power points. What I'll actually do is to change religious ideas into plutocratic, just for more economy. And that's because I'll need admin tech to unlock workshops, which are needed to unlock a colonist, thanks to this. First bonus I'll take in each discovery. I don't need a impact from it anymore. Let me go for the colony development boost, because we're about to start colonizing. It would be also good to get 5 trade centers so I can finally start the golden era. There's one more. I can simply take loans. How about I improve? Not this one. Not this one, not this one, not this one. We have to develop. This has 7 development, this is 8, this is 7. So let me develop Malindi. Just twice. Improve the trade center and start the golden era. In the meantime, since I have tech 6, I'm gonna start investing workshops into my provinces with ivory. I need 6 of them for the mission. Now I'm getting additional 144 ducats from ivory production. Also expand Kilwa, which gives me possible buildings and gold depletion chance decreased. And Uncharted South is a colonist for 50 years. Global settlers increase. And actually a free colony in Cape. For a better range, I'm gonna separate piece Hadramut to take all of these provinces, but it's also a trade center Gulf of Aden, which I'm gonna definitely use for a higher income. And that trade center is gonna be added to a trade company. And let him piece out Adal for all of my perma claims, as well as just better borders and a trade center in Hobyo. Let's see, our borders keep improving. Also, these 2 trade centers are gonna be added to my trade company. And that's a mission conquer Mogadishu. This Mogadishu admits defeat. That gives me even more production in Kilwa. It gives me prosperity in Kilwa and gives me 400 ducats. Then the Gulf of Aden, since I have a very strong trade presence here, it's trade steering, merchants trade power, and I get claims on the Gujarat and Coromandel trade node centers. All of this. So I have to start with attacking someone weak, like for example Kotte. That is allied to Bahmanis. That's not gonna be easy. How about Gujarat? Even harder. How about Sindh? Even harder. I have to start with Kota. I just have to block the strait here. But anyway, they claim the trade hegemony, since I have so much trade power around, gives me perma trade efficiency. Since I want additional merchant, let me simply invest into this whole state in a trade company. That's 46% already. Then I just need to improve some trade centers where it's possible. It's not possible anywhere, they have little development. Yeah, as soon as I core this provinces, I'm gonna increase these trade centers, build there also marketplaces, and easily get this above 50. Because this is not enough, right? Yeah. Finally, some possible rivals, Vijay and Akkoilnu. Karakoilnu. How's Vijay army? They are weak. Oh, they have plenty of allies. There it is. The third Pluto ideas is colonial range. Well, let's see. Can we explore more? Well, that wasn't enough, but it should be enough to be able to colonize one of these islands. So let's start with Mahe. Build a fact ship. It's gonna be a heavy ship with ship trade power and engagement with. I got the merchant after all. I did not actually have to do any further investments. And that merchant is gonna be used in Coromandel to steal their trade. But to Gulf of Aden, not hope. So we're already at 69 of income. Taxes is gonna be important because I don't have enough coin crunch for Kote, which means I will go full balls and attack Vijay directly. Let me just change the unit types and kick their ass. Let's declare them for the conquest of Kananore. That's 50k troops I'll have to face. Spy network is of great use. It gives me 14 of siege ability on Vijay, so it's even faster. And that 16k might not be enough. I'll definitely not steal maps. I need the next tech, but I'll steal maps soon. That's good that I have spy network. In the meantime, just use admin mana to reduce our inflation so we don't hit the points cap, earn more money. And as soon as I occupy a province here, I'm gonna build an independent company to kick their ass. Because even if it's not my core, you see, I occupy this province, I can build these main companies like free company, grand company, independent company. There goes the tech. Let's go ahead and steal maps of, oh, Deccan, yeah. It's to Deccan, and I can easily siege them down. Even with this independent company being so much over the first limit, I'm still earning plenty of money. Let's see, not full morale independent company, 20k versus 40k of their troops, and that's an annihilation because of the tech difference. We can also take this, a bit ahead of time, but I was hitting the points cap. And this time I'm gonna take religious, already preparing for the Indonesia. Okay, Mr. Vijay, that's all I need. Out of trade centers and just also as much range as possible far east. All of these trade centers are gonna be added to my trade companies. I'll get another merchant, obviously a lot of trade power in Vijay. Very important tech here with addition 115 of colonial range, which means more exploration, which combined with provinces scored in India will give me enough coring and colonial range for Indonesia. And since I will get perma claims on these lands, I don't need to colonize them. I'm just gonna go through my mission tree to get a connection between my capital and Cape of Good Hope. There is explore the Indian Ocean is perma claims on Sumatra and Java, which is both of these two islands. And actually, so my ships discovered these two provinces. I really would like to cancel the mission to explore more because, yeah, I could just delete the fleet, but I don't want to do that. Because if the other nations don't see it, you don't get AE on them, so I could, you know, very steadily conquer these provinces. There we are, we've just broke 100 of income, and see inflation is totally not a problem. So, you know, to avoid coalition, because it would surely be great after some time, I'm not discovering any more in Indonesia. I'm gonna conquer all of these guys here that I see now, at least as many as I can, and then I'm gonna explore the rest of Indonesia. So it's gonna go quickly. I'm about to piece out all of these guys, but I'm already also attacking Majapahit. Here's also important, I will not create trade companies because I will not be able to convert these trade companies. I mean, I will create trade companies from whatever provinces that are Sunni, so it's pretty much around here, maybe a bit in Brunei. And my big goal here is to get 50% of trade power on these two nodes, so I'll be also able to use the propagate religion modifier. Express conquest of Indonesia 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wars at the same time. Having some trade power in Malacca is giving me a cheaper advisor and a trade route to China. It's just discovering me the seas. It's fine that at least I didn't discover more countries. This is how impressive I'm playing. 164 overextension. Obviously that's gonna be plenty of rebels, even on homeland, but we'll deal with them. Oh, I'm seeing now I actually... See, that's what happens when you don't read it properly. I need to convert Maluccas in Indonesia. So it's all around here. I don't need to convert Malacca. But it's still gonna be helpful because I need to convert Brunei, and if I get enough trade power in the Malacca node, it will be converted automatically. But since I don't need to convert this, I can just more freely add these provinces to the trade companies. Fully annexing Malacca gave me some new subjects, which is Jambi, Shak, Pahang. And now that I conquered everything here, I'm gonna steal maps from Majapahit to see Brunei and the others. Since converting provinces that are part of state is faster, I'm gonna take some Gov capacities from Dimi and start stating the lands here. Getting enough trade power in Maluccas, on the other hand, gives me more colonial range and global settlers increase. Now, one issue with this achievement is that you have to colonize all these provinces. Otherwise, you won't get this. Let's start focusing on colonizing. I'm thinking now that with our speed of conquest, it might have been more worth to actually take expansion instead of religious ideas in order to colonize stuff, to convert it, but you know, well guys, Tech 10 is coming soon anyway, so I'm gonna take it sooner than later. After fast conquest of Sumatra and Java, it's time for the fast conquest of Borneo, and that can be achieved because I have a truce with these guys. Because I can attack Banjar, to attack Sambas, but it turns out we have a truce. Yeah, they were helping someone else. I think that's fine, I can just deal with all of these guys, but we need a claim first. So while waiting for claim on these guys, can go ahead and deal with Makassar first. Makassar will be protected by Baton, that is here, and Kutai, that is here. It's gonna be the third era I'm gonna disinherit. See, I'm balancing on 0 prestige, already spent 150 of it on trying to find a good heir. Since some nations discovered Cape, I started losing money from it. And so to me, it's a good time to move my main node from Zanzibar to Cape itself. Because right now I was getting minus 50 of trade power here because of not main trade capital. Yeah, that's much better. So our income is back to 150. But yeah, another big war going after Banjar. I'm gonna take Bona as a co-belligerent, as well as Berau, which is gonna call Imadia, so I can get into the Philippines as well. Philippines are required for this achievement, right? Yes, they are. It's unfortunate, and I'm definitely not gonna save Scandis, but that's another bad error. I just need to save prestige for that first. Tier 4 is an easy choice, I'm just going for additional missionary strength. By 1500 we already have 30 provinces converted. It's going along pretty nicely, but yeah, we have to speed up the colonization now. Thanks to inflation, trade efficiency advisors, by the way, let's make them higher level, I can afford it. And let me take Rika reforms, which gives me 400 power points. Building 6 manufactories gives me 2 production in each of them. From Sambas, I'm only gonna take 2 provinces, so I can fully annex them in the next war. And have a bit shorter truce. Let's do that. Well, all of these guys will be fully annexed. I probably need to separate piece Berau. There we are, guys. That's another 100 overextension, but it's not gonna be that much because I'll release another subject here. This is Brunei, but they will get more provinces than I expected. I mean, that's fine. Yeah, release Brunei. And that's because I'll have Reconquest campuses by Sambas for the next war. No luck, guys. That's gonna be 4th era I'll have to disinherit once I get prestige. Theoretically, we have issue of Tondo here because they are tributary of Pink. But one advantage that we're having is that the war score is just 50%, so I can separate piece them, you know, the war. And even if it was above 50%, they have multiple allies. So now I'm fighting with Mugai Dando, and I could also call them in the war against Cebu in 1 second. Guindanao. Oh, you see, they are actually above 100% of the peace deal cost, so I'm gonna do exactly what they said. Let me strengthen our trade power by sending a merchant to Canton, combined with some trade ships. And this is because I want to get a mission trade with China, that is gonna give me more trade power abroad and merchant trade power, but in the meantime, it was worth wasting 200 prestige on disinheriting heirs, because I've got a 444 strong heir. It looks better and better. We already have 55 presents converted, which is more than a half. and only Sambas is left independent here. There it is, easy peasy. I'm also stealing 6 value from them. Now it's completely cleared, everything is in our hands. Next step is just to fully colonize it. There we are, at 200 income ready. Probably could get more if instead of stating I was adding in the provinces to trade companies, but stated provinces are faster to convert and trade company cannot be converted. So now, since I'm just waiting for Tech 10 and expansion ideas, I'm just annexing 3 subjects at the same time to clear the borders. That is pretty nice. About clean borders, Persia got formed. Ottoman Anatolia, where's their capital? The golden era just ended, but looks like we've used it pretty nicely. Finally, with fixed prestige, I can become an empire, because we've got already 1,300 development. I'm strong enough in Canton, guys, to start converting it to Sunni. I'm taking expansion instead of exploration, because obviously it gives me 2 colonies, while exploration is just to explore new lands, which we don't need to do really. Colonies cost me a little bit, because 74 ducats a month, but I can afford it. It's gonna decrease with this boy. It's 39 ducats a month. But I'm gonna, instead of decreasing the cost, I'm just gonna send 5th colonies to colonize. I have an idea, because it looks like when you start colonizing a province, the religious center is starting to convert it. So it looks like I don't actually have to finish the colony to get the province to Sunni. Okay, I have just to start the colony, wait for this to progress, and then go and start a new one. That should make it slightly faster, but on the other hand, I want to have beautiful borders here and just color everything with our color. And yeah, I'm gonna color everything instead. So it's already much better with Brunei annexed. Gold mining Kiwa just depleted. It took it some time, but it's not like this matters for us in our income. 7 colonies at once? Not a problem, we are just at 0 balance with it. Oh no guys, Spain is here already. Good news is that I don't need these provinces. I don't need these provinces to be Sunni. I need all of this and this. No, it's 8 colonies at once. Since I'm gonna finish it soon, how about we take a couple of loans and just invest a little bit into manufacturers. With manufacturers down, our value in Cape of Good Hope is already up to 100 ducats and income up to 370. Actually doing this achievement faster and slower is a big advantage. It makes it easier, even though it might hurt you to, you know, overextend yourself. But if you do it fast enough, the colonizers will not steal you any province, so avoid fighting any wars with them. That's what I did. But look at what cost. You're doing 10 colonies at once right now, which costs us 600 ducats a month. I have the last province to be converted here in Daru, and it's being dealt with already. But I'm actually gonna take even more loans just to have as high income as possible for the nice thumbnail. And this is because I'm just unlocking trade stations. And for these trade stations, I have plenty of provinces available. There it is, guys. The last percentage of conversions being done. And here's our achievement. Swahili persuasion. 103 provinces had to be turned into Sunni. Pretty good, but still, as told you, I want to just finish this manufacturers to use my income. Probably if I, in the meantime, were expanding a bit more into Gulf of Aden, Hormuz, maybe not Hormuz, but India, I'm pretty sure I could get it easy to 1000. But let's see how much we can get through the trade stations. Okay, guys, I'm done. 752 income. I even repaid a lot of loans in the meantime. Perfect kill one trade empire in Indonesia, and as told you, a chill run. So if you want to have a chill run for your weekend, week, whatever, you can follow my steps here and do it yourself. For today, guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember to leave a like on the video if you'd like to help me push it to more people, and subscribe to the channel to get notified about next achievement series. Bye!